Hello, good evening. My name is Augustine, and I'm also known as the Simple Consultant. And a number of people ask me, why am I called Simple Consultant? Now, the simple answer is the best things in life are free. And the world is known as a complex system, a complex world. But like I said, the best things in life are free. I'm called simple because it's easy to have access to me. Anytime you want to get clarifications, those who are or who has known me and has had dealings with me are convinced beyond reasonable doubts that dealing with me is very simple. And in as much as it is simple, it is also advised that the principle of love and respect is also what should be of paramount importance. So once again, welcome to my broadcast. My name is Augustine, and I'm here to give a very, very quick broadcast. And the title of my broadcast is Do Not Say You Were Not Informed. A few minutes from now, sorry, a few minutes ago, we finished our send button meeting. We also had our broadcasters meeting. The broadcasters meeting went excellently well, and the opportunity we had for the administration to explain a number of things to us. Please, I want you to understand that the principle still holds, which is meritocracy. Nothing changes the principle within the TBC community. It still remains the concept of meritocracy. Meritocracy clearly means you are being rewarded based on efforts or contributions you have made in the community. That is meritocracy. Now, currently, we all know that we are in the mass adoption team. And the mass adoption system is what we are building upon now. And you and I are aware of it. It's not something that is hidden. And our concept is to make sure that we grow into a point of mass adoption. And we are going to employ every means and strategy to make this a reality. One of the means and the strategies we are going to put into implementation is creating aggressive awareness. The admin has already talked about it. We are creating aggressive awareness. And once we are able to keep up with aggressive awareness and also ensuring that people are willing to make active contributions. Contributions involves bringing up finances to pay for the administration fee and to also ensure that they replicate what we are teaching them. Then that concept builds and grows into a process, what we know builds and grows into a process of what we call mass adoption. Now, today in our broadcast, I'm going to be brief, like I said. Before I continue, my name has always been, and I would want you to please subscribe to my channel. If you have been following up on my channels and you haven't subscribed, do well to subscribe to my channel and also do well to give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. When people listen to my broadcast and they give me a thumbs up, it clearly means that they are in agreement with what I am saying. A good number of people come to my broadcast and I still do not understand why they give me a thumbs down. Whether my informations are not very clear or they don't just agree with me, well, it's fine. But I understand that there shouldn't be good at all times. Sometimes you could choose to put yourself on the other side. But I think if you identify with the positive, it gives more positive vibrations to yourself and to me. All right, now I'm going to share my screen and I'll be very quick and then I'll call it a day. All right, now my screen is being shared. I want to quickly move into our blog. Today we had our send button meeting and admin has already, brought out our table this day. Let me go into this one. And okay, now this is not what I would need to read. Bederick has already talked about it in the send button meeting. He has taken his time to elaborate and the anchor broadcasters, sorry, the send button meeting. So those of you who already know your people now, And that said, let's move into the content. Now, what is TBC Confidential? I can't tell you. You need to attend a Sandbottom meeting to find out. We already know that TBC Sandbottom meeting is not a secret meeting. It's a public meeting which you willingly opted into. Now, you also have the right to opt out if you want to. If you're in the community and you intend eradicating poverty globally, then that means you have the right to be silent while the administration does everything and you cooperate with him. That's what we call mass adoption. There is no room for anyone to sit down and fold his arms. Like I said in previous time, it's a concept called meritocracy. Only based financial system after we have been able to reach our mass adoption phase. If we haven't been able to reach our mass adoption phase, the possibility of attaining equity-based financial system will still be far-fetched. So it is dependent on us, TBC community members. Than 120. Now, these are the countries that are causing the TBC community growth. This is what we call, and admin is not TBC is giving out. As long as if he feels off, that's the end. The next phase will be the 1 million billionaires. This is the simple truth about it. So you are the one that would decide where you would qualify yourself. So I just want to show you that we are making some good progress within the TBC community. And the progress is only getting better by the day. Okay? Now, I'll just quickly read this. Then I'll read the last one and I move into the next content. Now, admin is saying, we have analyzed the results of this Bitcoin contest and have found that the TBC members in Nigeria led the whole TBC community in Cameroon, Bangladesh, South Africa, Uganda, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Italy, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Rwanda, Togo, Burundi, double digit and triple digit numbers. We want to thank all those that made efforts to renew last week, new week, chance to win. We won 686 matches, of which 300 are admin review and as that number grows, it will be easier to share TBC. We also are looking for hosts such as Japanese, Spanish, German, and Italian, since we are seeing good growth there. Now, I want to say we have not come to the point where we will go in to start bringing merchants, although the concept is still on by people who are building up the Bitcoin bounty contest. But very soon, it will become a sole responsibility of the 111,111 to go out and bring in merchants or stand a chance of being replaced. Admin is not looking stand the test of time. When you bring in billionaires of the present and you ask them simple questions, how is their routine to success? You'll find out that all of them will give you similar responses. So the admin wants to build 111,111 that are able to model their minds with that same conditions that admin will give. If we are able to scale through these conditions, then that means we are qualified to become billionaires, which is similar to the current financial system kind of billionaires, where they have a routine, they go about things this way, they go about things this way, and they're able to master the art of maintaining that position as billionaires. So these people who are going to be the 111,111 are not going to be people who are novice. They are not people who are going to be mediocres. They are going to be experts, and they're going to cut across the whole world. So do not look at it and think that these people are people that would smuggle their way into these positions. Well, starting to feel overwhelmed with all the new members that have come in recently. Children who entered into that place. In this kind of system, there is a new generation information I'm giving you will not what look alien to you. The only thing I want you to understand, personal responsibility is the key. Personal responsibility in the sense that you have to tell people about TBC. Personal responsibility in the sense that when you bring in newcomers, do not abandon them. Guide them because you are their father. As long as the TBC community is concerned, you are to mentor them for a period of time and be able to help them to replicate what you have been doing. If you're not able to do let me finish. This is the part I want to pay more attention to. Over 35,294 members have joined the mass adoption team so far by simply paying the admin fee. And now we are following the subject matter implies, which is please read, do well to read in between the lines. That's the subject matter. Now, there is a caveat which I would like all of us who are interested in becoming mass adoption team members should bear in mind. That is why I said I would like all of us who are interested in this exercise to be fully informed about. Let me borrow the words used by the administration himself, which states thus: consistency is the key to this promo. If you miss making the admin fee even 1 month, then you are off the team forever. Now, to prove that I borrowed from the administration, let's go back to this particular blog. Okay, it took a while, but thank God it has opened. Now, this is it. Consistency is the key to this promo. If you miss making the admin fee even forever, payment with admin credit is accepted on the first month if you are a brand new member joining in January. If it is February, then on that month is allowed. Now, but remember, as a new member, you will have access to 10 admin credits a month to help you cover the monthly cost of $25. To be sure to train, be sure to train everyone how to get off to a fast start using admin credits. So these ones are in the position of leaders who bring them in to teach them. Those of you who are uninformed about these systems, in case you need my help. Okay, but I want to finish up. Now, I said consistency is the key. Now, so many of us who are community members are great in recruiting and are great in publicity. That's wonderful to know. But in this community, those who will thrive the most are the careful readers and those who take time to digest every piece of information given by the administration. That's what I call a rise to take on responsibility within the TBC community. So many of us intend making payments for a while. Gather enough TBC coins, as much as 120, it could be 150, it could be 200. You are the one that decides how many TBC coins you want. But listen to what I am saying. TBC 120 TBC coins or more, as the case may be. Please be informed that failure to align with the mass adoption team until the admin wallet is emptied will ultimately spell proper placement to level 7 in the TBC ladder economy. Kindly refer to the picture below. Now look at the picture below. This is the mass adoption team in level 7. This is the place where majority of those who came in early and they refuse to do anything, and those who come in early and who came in late and refuse to do anything, the majority of them will fall into this category. However, if there is a huge flux of activities that are going on in the TBC community, and those numbers that are growing, who are in the 1 million billionaires, are actively building up, the people who are doing nothing, who have TBCs as much as 500, as much as 1,000, as much as 50,000, but nothing about it, I want you to be informed that in the future, you are not qualified to hold that particular coins, because the system itself will fight you. It will be an unfair and unjust system. We are building out of a system that is corrupt and evil, and then we are building into a system that is good and very, very accommodating. And the admin has already made it obvious in the private notice. Those of you who haven't taken time to read the private notice, go to your Kringle Cash under education private notice, study it. TBC is not an investment. TBC is a reward for exchange of goods and service. TBC is a reward for things that you have made efforts to make. In the Kringle Private Society, the administration said it in the Private Contract Association under public notice. He said that TBC Kringle coins are like current that flows within the community members. That is what we are. And we are bonded by agreement. As long as we are growing in numbers, we are seen as grains of gold that appreciate. When we get to 1 billion, which is our full-blown economy, that is the end. Please take note of it. Doing nothing, you fall into these numbers. However, if there is an influx of activities in the community and this place is filled up, you will find out that people will start being overthrown from this point and they'll be falling into the millionaire zone. That doesn't mean that those in the millionaire zone will fold their hands and do nothing. No. As long as you are doing nothing in the community, you continue to go down and down until you find out that you are at the last layer, which is the general economy. So beware of it. Let me quickly finish up. Level 7, as we can see in the ladder, contains one no, you don't do that. If you are going to be in the mass adoption team, you must be consistent. Now, it is proper to be advised on how to take the right steps while navigating through the community, as the saying goes. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. The administration has implied this already in the blog. Those of you who can, take your time to read through this blog. This is the blog where admin was talking about receive 26 TBC coins. Take your time to read through. Now, let me finish up. I just feel that we have not been well informed on the responsibility involved in holding this position, which are the 111,111 active mass adoption team builders. The administration is interested in raising the finest broadcasting. I tell you, if you refuse to align yourself, well, you will find yourself under the level you didn't bargain for. I believe I have passed the message as I ought to. Thank you for reading through. Best regards. This is the summary. Now, let's go back to where I was. And TBC Mantra Mass Adoption Team. Now, this is already what admin has said. For the 111,000 preparing that there is this person that he has met. Let me quickly go there and read about it. Now, this is it. It looks like most of the old members are going to miss out on getting this promo. So be it. Now, I have an appointment on Tuesday with a very influential person that has an existing following of millions of people. You see, so many of us are of the opinion that TBC is going to take so many years before it gets to maturity. Well, I welcome those people who choose to fold their arms. You guys are going to work with me at the long run. We're going to work in agreement. But the painful thing is that when you look into the past, you'll find out that you had an opportunity to enjoy the abundance that I have made up my mind to enjoy. It's your choice to align yourself. You may look at me and say, well, this guy is blabbing. Last one thing. The final thing I want you to understand is after this month of January, the issue of cookie rewards disappears. It is going to be Kringle rewards. The administration is going to wipe out anything that has to do with cookie rewards. Those who have not redeemed their cookies, it's unfortunate. They will lose the opportunity that they were supposed to get. All right. With that said, let me stop sharing my screen. And let me quickly go back. Now, 2 people has responded, or 2 people are in my broadcast. I think 1 person has left. Let me quickly look. When is the future? And where is the service you are talking about? All right, I do not know who this person is, but thank you for coming into my broadcast for the very first time. Now, when is the future? It is simple. The future is dependent on you and I as a community. Now, the administration has built a system which we call Bitcoin Bounty Contest. If you are involving yourself in the Bitcoin Bounty Contest, you'll be getting immediate returns that will be able to cater for your daily and immediate expense. You wouldn't have to kill yourself to be thinking about when the future will be, but involve yourself in Bitcoin Bounty. At least bring in 2 people that will cover for you. Train those people to how to replicate so that at every point in time, even only 2 people can take care of you. As long as you are building the community, you would not have any issue of saying, what will the future look like? So this idea of asking, when is the future? The future is dependent on how fast we're able to raise funds to put things into place, raise funds to build our blockchain, raise funds to become mass adopted. It is dependent on you and I. Now, let's go to the next one. The block properly diagnosed and message excellently dispatched. Okay, this is another person. The blog properly diagnosed and message excellently dispatched. Nice one, Simple Consultant. You are truly a great leader and mentor. Thank you very much, brother. I sincerely do appreciate. Well, I think I've spent enough time. My 30 minutes has elapsed. So I'll stop here. Please join me in my broadcast again, most likely on Wednesday. When I'm going to be coming online, you're going to receive an update. If you've not subscribed, do well to subscribe to my channel. If you have not liked my channel, do well to like my channel. Give me a thumbs up. It gives me joy when you do that. Thank you very much. Cheers. Good night. We will meet again Wednesday. God bless you. Bye for now.